My phone buzzed. I shouldn't have picked up, but something in me already knew. "Daddy," my son whispered, voice trembling like it was afraid to exist. "Mom's boyfriend broke my arm." Silence swallowed my heartbeat. "He said if I told you, he'd break both of yours." I was 2 states away. Just closed a $250,000 deal. My hand gripped the steering wheel like I could throttle him through it. I called her, the woman I once trusted enough to make a life with. "He fell," she said, "lazy, unbothered. Boys are rough." In the background his voice cut through. "Tell him his hospital bill's next." I didn't say a word. I didn't need to. The deal could rot. I had a different transaction in mind now, one that required no negotiation. I booked the next flight out, and I wasn't coming home alone. He was just a name once, Ryan, another disposable phase she cycled through. The man she met after, when she said she needed space to heal. I gave her that space, gave her the house, the car, the freedom to start again. I only asked for one thing: protect our son. Instead, she handed him over like luggage. By the time I landed, I already knew the arm was fractured in 2 places. Spiral fracture. Too clean to be an accident. The ER doctor flagged it. Child Protective Services had visited, but she charmed them, just like she used to charm me. Her tears always fell on command. I waited. I didn't rush over. I let her believe I was still 5 hours away. Instead, I went to the school. My son smiled when he saw me. Then he cried like he'd been holding his breath for weeks. That's when I knew. He hadn't fallen. She had. Not down the stairs. From grace. From motherhood. From everything we once built. I didn't scream. I didn't barge in. I moved like shadow. Collected records from the ER. Checked in with the school counselor, who reluctantly confirmed suspicious bruises noticed weeks ago. I spoke to the neighbor whose Ring camera caught Ryan dragging garbage out late at night, with something red on his sleeves. I took pictures. Archived voice recordings from past custody calls. She'd accidentally slipped once. He's lucky to have a real man around now. I filed for emergency custody, quietly. Got the same judge who finalized our divorce. He remembered her tears too. Meanwhile, I told her I was still on the road, running late, be there by midnight. She sent a smiley. I sent silence. Let her choke on it. I booked one more appointment, a pediatric psychologist. My son talked, and everything he said made the air colder. "Ryan locks me in the bathroom if I cry too much. He said you abandoned me. He said you'd forget me like Mom did." My hand shook when I reached for the report, but not with fear, with purpose. She opened the door barefoot, mascara smudged, wine glass in hand. "Oh," she blinked. "You made it." I handed her the sealed envelope. Court-stamped. My name on the emergency custody order. Photos clipped to the back. ER scans, counselor notes, video stills. Her fingers trembled as she flipped through them. This is taken out of context." I stepped past her, picked up my son's school bag from the floor, his stuffed dog still tucked inside. She dropped the papers. "Where is he?" I asked. She didn't answer. Ryan stepped into the hallway, shirtless, smirking. He saw the envelope. The smirk died. I didn't look at him. Didn't need to. I turned to my son's room. Unlocked. Empty. Then I heard it. A quiet creak from the hallway closet. I opened the door. He was sitting inside, clutching the stuffed dog, eyes wide. When he saw me, he ran, wrapped himself around me like armor. And I finally understood. She didn't lose custody. She forfeited it. I knelt beside him, whispered only loud enough for her to hear. "You won't see him again." "Wait, just talk to me." "No," I said. "You talked." When he screamed. Ryan moved like he wanted to square up. I laughed. It was soft, cold. "Try me," I said. "The cameras are rolling now." I gestured to the corner. Red light blinking. Installed yesterday. By a friend in IT. Documenting everything. Every threat. Every drink in her hand. Every bruise on my son's small, frightened body. I handed Ryan a photo. His signature on the ER admission form. Courts move faster when predators sign their crimes. His mouth opened. No sound came out. I lifted my son into my arms. Walked past them like they were ghosts. Neither followed. Because now they were afraid. I didn't cry. Not when we drove away. Not when my son finally fell asleep in the hotel bed, arm in a sling, whispering, "You came." I just stared out the window, watched night swallow the road behind us. And I thought about the monster I once married. About how she used to hold this boy like he was made of glass. Now she used him like a bargaining chip. But she forgot something. Glass cuts deep when it breaks. And I had finally learned how to pick up the pieces. Carefully, quietly, one shard at a time. I kissed my son's forehead, pulled the blackout curtains shut, and smiled. Let them rot in the dark. We were never going back.